Hey guys, I wanted to hop on here to share with you an app that I have been talking about a lot lately, mostly because I'm just blown away with what you can do in it for the value of it. So I wanted to kind of take some time to walk through it. You can see I have the app up on my screen. It's connected to my phone, so I'm going to scroll through it as I talk about it. But again, this app has been a game changer for me, and I'm still in shock at how it's only $12 a month compared to I was paying $150 for a very similar, if not lesser than this. So let's dig into it. So, for a backstory, I've been tracking macros for a few years now, on and off. My latest one was I was working with Stronger You for a few years, and I really, really liked it. And you got one-on-one training. They would pair you with a macro coach, and you would do weekly check-ins. They would adjust your macros as is. They would review what you're doing, hold you accountable, community, all that stuff. But again, it's $150. So that is just really, really high price point. So it ended up being that it wasn't sustainable for me. And yeah, I did learn a ton from it. However, being postpartum and constantly having changing goals and whatnot, I need something ongoing because, my macros look a whole lot different when I'm in an off season compared to when I'm marathon training or if I'm trying to use my off season to lose some body fat before I get back into a training cycle. So it's important to me to just have somebody there who can kind of guide me. So originally, I was actually looking for an app to help me with strength training. So something that I'm focusing on as I train for the Chicago Marathon is that I really want to get better with my strength training. But the problem is that half the time, like when you look for programs that are strength training for runners, they're just very basic 10-minute strength training, and it's not really like full body either. As well as like I don't have 2 hours to work out either, so I need something that's efficient for me and something that I can do on my off days. So I was looking for a strength training program. One of my girlfriends who's a runner uses this app. She was like, hey, you need to check this out. So I downloaded it. And the first thing that I found on it was that, wow, you can actually track macros and you can track your workouts. That's really cool. But I was already on a separate program at the time. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to use this app just for the strength training piece of it. So I ended up going to the strength training piece of it. But long story short, I ended up doing the nutrition, which it's all included all in one. So when you pay the $12 a month, you actually get both the strength training and the macro coaching. You get one coach who advises you on all that. So that's where I was like, I might as well. I'm already paying for the strength training part. It's already included. So let's go all in. But anyway, let's take a look at the app. So this is your home screen right here. And you can see up on the top, it gives you daily tasks. So these are my 5 that I chose. You can go into edit and you can adjust whichever daily task that you want on here too. So you could do track macros. That's what I have. Sleep 7 hours, take daily supplements, blah, blah, blah. But you can see some of the other ones. Some of them are kind of influenced by 75 Hard, I would say, because the founder of 75 Hard also is with First Form. So you'll see some of that overlap, but you don't need to do it if you're not interested in doing that. And then you have weekly tasks down here. So my weekly tasks are taking check-in photos. So the photos stay into the app, and then you can see your progress week over week. Weigh in, and then add body metrics, which I have not been good about. And then daily nutrition. So I can see a snapshot of my macros here. It gives me a highlight of the calories, protein, carbs, and fats. The steps, this one is not as accurate. So this will be accurate if you're using like an Apple Watch, but I'm using a Coros to track my running. And I don't think my Coros syncs with health, Apple Health or whatever. So that's where I noticed that this one isn't always accurate because I ran 6 miles today and my watch says I think I'm at 12,000 steps, but not a huge deal. And then on the bottom here, you'll actually see they have live stream videos. So every Monday through Friday, I think it's 8 Central Time, they go live on here. And it's actually, I've caught a few of them and it's really cool. They have all different topics on how to stay healthy, how to stay motivated. And it's cool because when you click on it, you can actually see there's like live chats during it too. So you can communicate with others while you're watching it. Back. So then you also see like daily motivation. So you can see all different types of quotes and things. If there's something that you like, you can save it onto your phone and use like as background, or save it to Instagram too. And then I also have my weigh-ins, so I can see like my progress on my weigh-ins too. So then if I go to activity, and this is where I began with the app, there's all these strength programs. So I'm currently working on this full body GBC. So it's a 3 day a week superset program that I'm doing at the gym. But if I click on browse, you can see there's all these different types of workouts. And what's really cool, my coach Jody, she's the one who actually told me which program to do. So if you're brand new and you don't know where to start, or like you're not sure which to choose based on your goals, you are automatically assigned an advisor when you sign up for the app, and they can tell you exactly what to do. So what I really appreciate in this app is that when I click on it, every single day, it'll tell me what to do exactly at the gym. So this is my workout. I have to move my schedule around because I am marathon training in addition to strength training. So this is actually what I'm going to do tomorrow. So it'll tell me exactly what to do. I can record the reps and the weights on here. And what I love is that I'm still just returning to the gym, so I don't always remember how to use the equipment, or the equipment might be used, or my gym might not have the equipment that they recommend. So I can actually see alternative movements in here. And you can click on it, and there are videos on almost every single move, so you can actually see how to do the move, which I really appreciate. And then you can swap out any of the moves too. So I could swap out all leg presses in the future for these goblet squats, or I could just swap today too. And then what's nice too, on the bottom, it shows me my stats. So then I can go in here before I start any set, see what I previously did for reps and weight, and then I can bump it up based off of that. So again, you scroll down, every single one for the most part will have a video with it, which I have found extremely helpful. And they're only like 5-10 seconds. So I just watch it like quickly before I start a rep, and then I'll know exactly what to do. They also do describe it too. So this is mainly what I downloaded the app originally for, because I needed a program, and this program has been amazing. I do 3 days a week of the strength training. It's a full body strength training program, and I love it. And I plan to continue. This is a 9-week program. I'm on week 7, and I plan to continue with a new program afterwards, which I'll have Jody tell me which one to do. And what's really nice too is that if you, like, let's say you don't have a gym membership, they do have at-home programs, like this at-home dumbbell, kettlebell, band intermediate program. So this will be all at-home weights, at-home things that you can do, and you can always preview what the workouts are going to look like too. And it's nice because some other programs, like if you go on vacation and you don't do your workout in time, it kind of kicks you back to the start, or at least that's how it is with Peloton. With this app, I was able to go on vacation for a week. I missed 3 of my workouts. It wasn't a big deal. It just caught me right back up the next week, and I was able to continue on. So you don't get any penalty if you don't do everything right in a row. If you need to adjust the days around, you can do that too, which I really appreciate. So that's what got me into the app. Then when I was having issues with the nutrition program I previously was working, or that I was following, I wasn't seeing results. And I kept complaining to my advisor, Jody, about it. She was like, you need to just do your macros. So me and her set up some macros. So the nice thing, when you download the app, you can enter in what your goal is. So if you're trying to lose weight or recomp or whatever, you can enter it in here, enter in what your current weight is, what your goal weight is, and then it'll give you your macros. If you don't like them, you can talk to your advisor, and then they can actually give you custom ones. So that's what I've been doing. And I love it's all included in the app. You can communicate with your advisor as much or as little as you want. I talk to Jody probably about every day, every other day, just about something that either she said or just about something. And that's what I really appreciate, is that they get back to you within a day or so. As well as you can always add them on Instagram. You really become like friends with your advisor, which is amazing. I would say it's a lot more personal than the previous apps that I was using, which I didn't expect to get when I downloaded this app. I thought it was just going to be a basic strength training app, but instead I got a whole community with it too. So you can see, I click on the tab, my nutrition. So in here, you can track your nutrition. And I will admit, this one's a little clunky here. So for the most part, I've been able to scan. They do have barcode scanners, so if like I add food, you can do the barcode scan. My keyboard. You can do the barcode scanner. For the most part, it's accurate. But the one thing that I don't like is that some of the things are entered in here. So, like, let's see. Yeah. So, for example, these Quest chips that I ate, let's say I only had like, I measured it in grams or whatever from a larger bag. Some of the entries only have like bag, they don't actually all have grams in them. So, it makes tracking a little bit more complicated and not as simple as like other apps like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer that have grams for every single one or ounces. So, that's the only caveat with that. But other than that, it's pretty easy. Like, if I'm in a rush, I can just easily create my own custom food. They also do have a recipe builder right up here, so you can add in all your ingredients and it'll create a recipe for you. And then I also, for the most part, I pretty much eat the same thing every single day. So I'm able to go ahead and copy like yesterday's meal really quickly to fill it in. So this has been really, really nice. Um, there's 6 spots for meals on here. So usually I'll just go ahead and load in whatever I'm going to have, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner is usually pretty similar. And then just add in the snacks all around to fill out my macros. And then on the bottom here, you also have a place to enter in your supplements that you're taking. So, First Form does sell supplements, so they have loaded in here every single supplement that they have. But they also do have generic ones too if you're not taking one of the First Form ones. So you can select in here different supplements, and then you can track it. The only thing with the supplements is that when you track the supplements, it doesn't count towards your macros. So, for example, my Opti Reds that I have in here, that's a Reds drink by First Form. And I think there's like 20 grams of 20 calories or something like that, a few grams of carbs in there. When I click that I drank it, it doesn't add carbs to it. But my coach knows what I'm taking, so she actually accounted for that in my macros. So it's not a big deal. But if you're not doing macros with a coach and it's not included in your macros, that might be something that you want to double track on there. But otherwise, I found that it's really straightforward. It's really easy to use. Other than the grams and ounces thing, I haven't really had any issues with the app. It also tracks your fiber and your water, which I need to get better about tracking my water, but I'm just never have really done that. So then, as I said, I always talk to my advisor. There's a chat button over here. It's like instant messaging. We go back and forth all the time. She gives me recommendations on what I need, what I'm taking. And it's been really, really helpful for me. So another thing that I do like is that every single day, Jody puts in here an announcement to the entire team. So she has a bunch of people that she's advising. And underneath here, every day, I start my day with a chat with her. So every day she has a different topic that she talks about. They're 5-minute videos. And I find it's really motivational for me to start my day that way. And I especially like she has this one down here. So these Tough Love Tuesdays. So she always goes into just kind of calling you out or a generic call out about like why you might not be seeing results, what you can be doing about it, things that she's been seeing and stuff like that, as well as she has a lot of really helpful tips. Like this was a really good series that she did about the mental side of dieting and how to turn this into more of a lifestyle instead of a diet. I really appreciated that one. But yeah, every single day, Monday, actually, yeah, even on the weekends too, she does all of these. So they're nice little 5-minute videos that I get on my app and it gets me motivated. So overall, I've been extremely impressed with this app. Again, it's $12 or $13, I think, a month, and you get all of that. Whereas, I mean, macro coaching alone with some of the other apps that I was using was easily at least $150. So you get a workout plan plus a coach. I've been using it for a little over 2 months now, and I've been blown away with it. I kind of jumped in a little late because every few weeks or so, they do what they call a transformation challenge. And so it's like an 8 or 9 week program. And basically you just track your macros, you track your workouts, you track everything. And then at the end, they announce a winner and there are prizes and things like that. So I'm planning on participating in that. There's a really great community around it. You also get access to a Facebook group too, so you can meet other people who are doing it. And I've been blown away with the whole experience and just how amazing and supportive everything is. So I highly recommend it. This has been one of the best downloads that I've found. I'm very excited. It's way more than just a strength training app like I originally thought. So if you're looking for a new app, or if you're looking to get strength training or accountability, macro coaching, basically everything around health and wellness, I highly recommend it. I'll drop a link below too, so that you can download it, and at least check it out. And I love there's no contract or anything required with it, because originally I was like, maybe I'll just try it out for a month, but just 12 or 13 bucks, right in the app store, and gets you all access to all of this. So highly recommend downloading it.